Hi guys, so Automobilista 2 as we go into Q4 2022. So we've had the big update, the 1.4. We've had a few tweaks since, and we've had a bit of time to really get under the hood of it and kind of, analyze both in the driving and in the presentation as to what's been changed and what's been improved and so on. So some of the obvious, we've seen the ovals coming in with the old champ cars. They are absolutely fantastic, it has to be said. It's great to have oval racing, and it's done really well. The cars feel great. When it comes down to other things, the sound, I've noticed the exterior sounds, particularly on replays, has gotten a complete overhaul by the sounds of it. So usually if you're in chase cam while playing, you'd get this sort of noise, and then in the replay you had kind of a more dubbed down, flatter version. But now it seems that we've got the full replay sound from the exterior of the car. Listen to it. It's got an ambience and a reverb to it. The tyre model itself feels really, really good. You can feel when the tyres get into the edge of grip, which is something that, a lot of people said that, didn't do it well enough, or it was too slippy or not slippy enough in some cars. But in my opinion, of the ones I've driven, it's very, very good, and these cars handle really good as well. They feel like a big, stiff, awkward car with a bit of downforce on them, because these are the 2019 model, and again, getting it out of corners, it's very difficult at the rear. You have to be patient. The tyre model will allow a bit of slip, but not excessively so, and it means that, getting it pointed in but being patient to get on the power is also important. I've also driven some of the light Formula cars, like the Formula Trainer, the Formula V, and they will move around quite a lot. They'll slide quite a bit, but they really do teach you very good car control. They teach you how to be patient, how to present a car to a corner. Again, from a modelling perspective and what they're designed to do, I think they're a brilliant car, and I'd recommend them to anyone really, because they will help you be a better sim racer overall, not just in this but in any sim, to be honest, because they teach you how to be patient, how to, it's just really, really good car. You have to drive it. I've also then driven the Mini Cooper Works as a front-wheel drive car with an LSD equipped. I can tell you it feels very realistic. I have a front-wheel drive Honda Integra DC2. It's fully loaded, basically a race car at this stage, and it too has a limited slip diff on the gearbox, and yeah, how the steering wheel feels and behaves is deadly accurate. The way shift, when you get on power, how you get understeer, but you also get the steering wheel pulling in the direction of the corner. Really, really good. And to top it all off, the graphics are superb. The AI is quite good as well. Had this race and it did get a bit close in a couple of minutes. You'll see the AI were using the push to pass, and I was using it as well to defend. So really enjoyable. And you can see them here slipstreaming and all sorts. The only negative that we've got to worry about at the moment is the online player base, and what I mean by that is I tried to set up a server tonight and yesterday. One was the Mini at Brands, then I was setting up the Gen 3 USA at Daytona Oval, and then I also went to try and set up the Formula Trainer at Brands Hatch Indy. And I opened the server myself, and nobody joined any of them, so the player base is still not large enough. And add to the fact then that LFN have decided to go with RF2 as their next venture into the online ranking systems, so AMS2 is not getting that. So there's still a bit to do, I think, in terms of the player base, but as a sim, it has improved massively. The 1.4 update has even added to that as well. But we're sort of in limbo now, because we don't really know where it goes from here. I think more players will get involved. I do think that it's going to gain popularity, because driving these cars is fantastic. but I do think that they've missed a trick in terms of getting a larger buy-in from the sim racing community at large. When you look at what sim racers value, I mean, yes, the cars have to look good, they have to sound good, the graphics have to be good, it all has to be good, right? But what we're missing then is the online element. And if iRacing has taught us anything, it's that you can have a sim that is maybe not as advanced as some of the later ones out there, graphically, and maybe in other areas, I'll say no more. But graphically, it can be okay. But if you have the online thing nailed with a ranking system and easy access to, hundreds of players, and, you will succeed. And that's, I think, where AMS2 needs to focus next. They've got the rest, but the online, when it comes to a sim racing title, can make or break, I think, the overall popularity in terms of, the player base and how much it will catch on. But they've got everything else. They just need to really knuckle down now and focus on what's going to grow Automobilista, not just as a sim, but as a brand within sim racing. Yeah, here's hoping. And yeah, AMS2 in 2022, as we go into September, the end of September now, going into October and into the Christmas rush, I do think there'll be a few more leagues popping up in AMS2. And yeah, let's see. But Riza do need to sort out a little bit the online element. We'll leave it there, guys, and hope to see it on track in Automobilista 2 over the coming months. And yeah, until the next one.